shirt is a Baywatch shirt.
Oh, okay. Mm.
Yeah, so hello, we're on YouTube now.
Look at that
Um,
already. And the colors
yes,
of Red Tube is red
yes,
and
so
white.
happy Christmas, everyone.
Yes. Celebrations of Christmas joy
That's
and
right.
be merry. And if you not, have a bottle of sherry.
How are your Christmas I don't know, preparations going? Or do you have much to
Yes,
prepare? Yeah,
going. I was just thinking that the first preparation is to clear space in the fridge and the freezer for all the things you're going to cook and
right, right.
pre-cook or pre-make. Um, I've been doing a few things that take time to mature, like mincemeat and things like that.
Oh,
So
right.
that's all ready. And I suddenly realized that this year, because it's lunch, I've got theoretically an extra 12 hours or 15
Oh,
hours
wow.
to do prep. Now, that's not going to make any difference whatsoever. It's just, when you start, isn't it? If you
Yeah.
start earlier, whatever. But realizing that most years I slog in the kitchen. I'm trying to make better preparations.
Okay. Gotcha.
So this weekend, I'm gonna make some mince pies, and then I'm just
Oh,
shove them in
okay.
the freezer,
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
for Christmas Day. So when we want
Yes.
them, I take them out and just warm them in the oven
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
before serving.
So
But I
for
mean,
the Americans watching who may not know,
mhm.
explain what is minced meat. What or
Well,
what's in your
mince
recipe
meat.
for it?
Well, in the traditional, more or less traditional British mincemeat recipe, there is no meat.
Correct.
Don't ask me why we put meat in it, but there is actually something made from cow in there.
Oh, there is.
Yes, we commonly call it suet, um,
Oh, yeah.
which is an animal fat
Mm-hmm.
comes from the cow. But the posh word or the modern word is beef tallow, is what it really
Oh,
is.
right. Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you don't know
yeah.
what beef tallow is either,
For
then
the
that
new
seems to be
marketing, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
new marketing
purposes.
things. Yeah, but it's just basically beef fat.
Okay, okay.
Um, you don't have to put that in. A lot of people put butter in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, trying to buy beef fat or suet here,
Right,
especially in Brazil, isn't easy. Buying it in England or Australia or probably
right.
Canada, probably easy as kissing the back of your hand, I'm sure. And probably you can get it in the US too. Um, so what it is, it's a mix of dried fruits, sultanas, prunes,
Mhm.
raisins, um, a lot of rum or brandy,
Oh, okay.
to soak it all up.
Right.
And if you don't want to use the animal fat, get a couple of pats of butter out from the
Mm-hmm.
fridge and grate it and sprinkle that into the
Oh, okay,
mixer.
okay.
Add your nutmeg, your cinnamon, your allspice, and basically you stir it and leave it out for 12 hours overnight
Okay.
to marinate.
Right.
And then stick it in a jam jar, seal it up, and you can keep it up to 6 months.
Oh, okay.
When
Oh, nice.
it's a bit like a jam or a preserve. And the idea
Right,
is
right,
that when you want to use it, you spoon it out and put it inside a pastry cup, put a
right,
lid on top of it, and you make minced tarts with it or
right.
mince pies with it.
So do you make your pastry crust from scratch?
Hmm.
I figured
I
you do.
do.
It's like,
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if you
I
said no.
I don't make puff pastry. I buy it, but I've
Oh,
been
yeah, yeah.
looking at to maybe going back to doing it.
Hmm.
It's just a faff, it really is.
That's what I say. How,
Um,
yeah, how, because I know how, like, to buy the puff pastry shells and stuff in the freezer sections of groceries, but I've never known, like, how do you make puff pastry? Like, what is the secret that makes them all flaky and weird?
okay, so it's the real secret is patience and time.
Okay.
So you mix your flour and your salt and your water together.
Hmm.
There's no egg in it. Um, and I'm trying to think. You're going to rub in um some fat to make the pastry like you would like a short pastry
Okay.
for a regular pie.
Yeah.
Now what you do, if you've got I'm trying to think of the ratio. But then what you end up by doing, you roll that pastry into a rectangle, let's say 4 inches by 8 inches,
Hmm.
and put it in the fridge so it's cool and you've got to let it rest. While you're doing that, you're going to do the same with maybe a half a pound or a pound of butter.
Okay.
Put it between two pieces of parchment paper
Uh-huh.
and roll that out to half the size of
Oh,
what the
okay.
pastry is.
Uh-huh.
So when you take the pastry out, you've now got a rectangle and a square,
Right.
and you turn it into a sandwich. So the pastry overlaps the fat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then you roll it out again to twice the size,
Yep.
fold it into three like an
Oh
envelope,
my gosh. Uh-huh.
and then put it back in the fridge for half an hour. And you repeat that 4 times. And
Oh my gosh.
theoretically, the number of times you keep folding, because it's like three and six,
Right.
the French call it millefeuille, meaning
Okay.
1,000 leaves. So theoretically, real puff pastry will have 1,000 layers
Oh my
between
gosh.
butter and flour, butter and pastry, butter and pastry, butter and
Right, right,
pastry.
right. Oh my gosh.
I don't think the modern ones that we buy from the supermarkets and whatever
Right.
pre-frozen are a
Sure.
thousand,
No.
and which is why they don't always rise that well.
Right.
A,
Hmm.
a homemade one, you tell it if they've done it properly. I think you do it 6 times, 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
Um, and that's the idea is to just keep layering and layering and layering.
Wow. So that is a lot of work. That is why they sell them ready made at the
Yes, it
grocery
is.
store.
But if you're doing something like that, the idea is that once you've made it, you can freeze it.
Right.
So make us, have an afternoon in the kitchen if you want to, and make 4 batches of it.
Right.
Because while you're waiting for it to rest and chill and get all the gluten to start activating, you
Right.
could be mixing up the next batch and then the next batch and the next batch. And eventually what you do, you take one out, you roll it, do that. By the
Hmm.
time you then clear the decks down, you take the next one out and you keep doing it. And in an afternoon, you can have 3 or 4 pounds of
Oh, okay.
puff pastry.
Nice.
Because they're flat, you put them in a Ziploc bag, put them in the
Oh, right.
freezer and take it out when you want it.
Okay. Oh, well, that's pretty nice. But
Well, that's a secret of good cooking at home. No matter if it's
yeah,
the, all professional kitchens will do the same thing
yeah.
if it's a scratch kitchen, but it's what you call your mise en place. So the more that you prep up,
Hmm.
you don't want to have downtime by doing nothing. Because if you think
Okay.
about
Sure.
mum when she used to cook at home, what would she
Right.
do? I'm going to make some puff pastry, and then she'd make roll it out, do that, clear up the things, do something else. I've got to go back and re-roll it,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
like, gosh, it took her all afternoon, and all we got is this piece of pastry that
Right,
done
right.
20 part tarts.
Right, right.
Well, if you've made enough to make 80, well, you're not going to cook 80 in one go.
Sure. You could have save
But
it
the
for
time
later.
that you were cleaning, it's the same bowl that you use, and the same rolling pin, the same tabletop.
Right,
So
right.
you don't have to do all that cleaning and then sit down. Well, what else am I going to do in between? Well,
Right.
whatever you get in between is still going to make a mess, and then you've got to clear that to put the pastry back on and re-roll it.
Right,
So,
right.
so build batches of
Right.
it, and you probably always got something in the freezer
Right.
then ready
That
for use.
that makes sense. So now I've just got like baking questions for you. So
Okay.
I make sugar cookies from
Mm,
scratch that my mom's like we always made them and decorate them and stuff. Um
yeah.
and so I continue to do that. My question for you is there a trick or secret as far as when you're like rolling them with rolling pins? Because I feel like some of the times it gets stuck the rolling pin or like it gets cracking, like you can only roll it out so
Hmm.
far and then it starts cracking on the edges and like I don't know. I was just wondering if there's like some trick to rolling it out nicely and having a lot to cut before you have to smash it back up
Yes.
and roll it again.
Most things like cookie dough and pastry is keeping it as cold as possible and don't
Oh,
don't overwork it. So the more
okay.
you roll it, the more you're activating the gluten, which then toughens it up.
Okay,
So you
okay.
so you don't want to do that. So speed and keep if you've got hot hands,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, put them in cold water to cool them down a little bit.
Right, right.
Um, I I know you can buy rolling pins made of stainless steel, which is nice. The problem with that
Oh, okay.
is if your pastry is a bit moist, it stick easier. But
Yeah,
then you've
yeah.
got to lightly dust and keep lightly dusting
The flour
the pastry and the pin
and the pin.
and
Okay,
the
that's what
pin.
I usually, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, try to do. Okay.
If it's a bit sticky because maybe you've added some extra butter, especially with certain
Yeah.
cookies,
Right.
and it's hard, well, you've made it a little bit moist. Um, Roll it between two pieces of parchment so it doesn't stick to the rolling pin quite so much. Because if you keep adding more
Oh,
flour,
right.
or more, or
Right, right, right.
don't add powdered sugar to it, even if you've used it,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the moisture then gets it sticky and then it sticks to the table and the rolling
Okay.
pin. So that's the thing is then just speed and don't
Right.
overroll it. But you can buy rolling pins
Mm-hmm.
where you can set the height of the pastry. So that
Yes,
way
that
you
would
can
be,
roll it
yeah, that
and you
would
get
be
to two
interesting.
millimeters or 3 minutes. And I'm
That would be
thinking,
nice. Yeah, yeah. Because I feel like I have so much trouble judging. Yeah, yeah. How high?
how high to get it?
Yeah, how, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Um, and no matter how good you are, depending on the space you have and how cold the pastry is when it comes out
Right.
and you start rolling it, you're always uneven.
Yeah,
And you roll it through the middle, and what happens is the middle is thicker than the outside because you get to
right.
the edge and it goes easier. So you roll it further.
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
actually,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
making
yeah,
like a hill of pastry, and the inside
yeah.
is
Yeah.
thick.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah.
practice,
That's
unfortunately.
funny. Yeah, yeah, okay. Because I don't have all that much trouble with it, but now it makes sense that you're like right when it's stuck when it's not as chilled or like it's been out longer, that's when it gets
Hmm.
yeah harder to do. So I need to make sure it keep it chilled, the stuff I'm not using. Um,
Yeah.
because it's pretty much all I think it's like sugar, flour, and shortening maybe. Like I think
Hmm.
that's all. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's probably like a pinch of salt or something in there, but yeah, that's the main ingredients. So it gets yeah, and you have to chill it, I think, for at least an hour or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing with some cookies, some of them you need to put that shortening in and get it really to a breadcrumb. Some you don't. And then, of course, the different thing is that some people use like little scoops because they know it's going to melt and spread out when it
All
cooks.
right. Mm-hmm.
And that's the things about cookies and biscuits. Well, what we the British call biscuits, which you call
Right.
cookies, not the scones,
Sure.
which you call biscuits. Um, it the idea is depending on what you're trying to do, because
Right.
of the fat content, you don't always cook it until it's dry. You take them out kind of like three-quarters baked because the
Okay.
heat will still continue to cook it to keep it a soft,
Right.
moist cookie as
Right.
opposed to a dry, crumbly one.
Right. Right. That's what, yeah, I have trouble taking them out. I mean, I never like overdo them, but I'll say I more so would overdo them before under do them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all fear that it's going to be raw.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Um, but
But yeah, but it's still baked.
how many people eat cookie dough ice cream? That's not
Mhm.
cooked.
I know. I'm one person that does not like cookie dough ice cream or even cookie
Mm,
dough on its own. I want it baked.
okay.
The only
Yeah.
weird thing is that it's like chocolate chip cookie dough that everyone likes, right? The
Mm,
sugar cookie dough that I make, that is quite delicious on its own. I
hmm.
like the sugar one, but I don't like it when
Okay.
it's the chocolate chip cookie kind. So,
Hmm.
oh.
Interesting.
And they don't make
It's
like
been
sugar cookie
years.
dough ice cream. So,
Well, you can do it yourself.
I guess so.
Yeah, you just get a liter, or yeah, probably a pint in it, or what? Get a
Right,
2 pint container of vanilla ice cream,
right.
uh,
And just put my
and and get a 4 pint container,
right,
break it up, mix it all up, and refreeze it.
right. Now, is this mixing by hand, or are you assuming that I have an electric mixer?
I would mix it by hand
Oh, okay,
because if
okay.
you do it in the mixer, it will beat it so much that it'll turn into liquid again, and then you're
I figured you have to
kind of
refreeze
like
it or whatever.
yeah, which
Yeah.
might make it really solid because you
Oh,
really
okay,
like
gotcha.
because you froze it twice.
Right,
You want an ice cream which is easy to scoop out,
right,
break the cookie dough over, mix it just to
right,
incorporate it, and then get
right.
it back in the freezer as quick as possible, and you probably wouldn't notice a difference in texture.
Okay, interesting.
Beating it, you're getting more air into it,
Right,
depending on the speed. If it's slow and it's rock solid, it's not going to get there anyhow because the bowl of the mixer is
Right.
going to be warm, so you're going to get a lot of it melted anyhow.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Right, right. Okay. See, it's like this is like ask Chef Trevor.
Ah, Chef Trevor, yeah. Well, here's something which
Yeah,
I'm rebooting my browser. So if you see
yes.
me looking all over the place, that's why, because I'm waiting
Okay,
for some of the
sure.
windows to come back. Something I thought would be interesting today that we could
Yeah,
talk about, because we always seem to talk about a couple of a couple of couples of the royal
yeah.
family quite
Uh-huh.
often.
Right.
Things that are American that
Hmm.
seem so traditional as being American that are really
Yeah.
British.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
Thought
Let's
you
give
might like
credit
that.
where credit's due.
It's due. Exactly. Um, we all know about the sports as such, you
Yeah.
know, like baseball. This is
What?
a mix. Well, baseball is
Yeah.
really the
Is it
the
cricket?
British game of no rounders,
Oh,
which
okay. I
is
don't
played
know
by
about rounders is okay.
which is played by girls. So the concept was taken there, and then you just added and changed,
Oh,
added,
that's funny.
adapted the rules. So, but
Right,
the
right.
original game is a girls' game called rounders.
Okay. Can I say what's
Basketball.
funny? What's funny about that is
Yes,
like, so then the Americans took it and said only men can play this, and then women had to fight playing
for the
the
right
game that
to
was
get it back.
originally for women. Okay, perfect.
Yes,
That
exactly.
sounds quite
Yeah,
American.
yeah. Um, Basketball
Hmm.
again. Um, Change
What's
some of the
that?
rules. Well,
What do you?
again, a girls' game in England
Yeah,
called
yeah.
netball. It's the
So
same
I know of
concept.
that only
You
from,
don't dribble it. You just
yeah, I know
pass
that
it and
from
shoot into net.
Australian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like an Australian show, Kath and Kim. They talk about
Hmm.
netball, and that's the first time I had
Hmm.
ever heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was first.
Um,
Great.
so that was that one. Uh, there was another sport. Oh, of course, we all joke about, football,
Oh, sure.
football, yeah,
Yeah,
which
soccer.
technically has come from rugby.
Oh, I see. American football is from rugby.
Yes,
Yes.
because the shape of the ball is a rugby
Right.
ball. Differences in rugby, you can only pass backwards where you throw it forward. Um,
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was the rule. Yeah, but it's also known for
yeah,
being a rough sport, right? It's very
it's
physical.
known for a rough
Yeah.
sport. As I jokingly put, the British men they just play in their t-shirts and shorts, where everybody in
Yeah.
America wears battle armor
Yes, yes, yes.
to play,
And still have serious injuries. So
and have
what?
serious injuries.
Yeah.
Yes, and then because they're wearing so much battle armor, a game that takes an hour lasts for 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. Well,
It's like,
yeah, so I've never watched a rugby game. Does it stop as frequently as American football? It
no.
drives me insane. They take like two steps and then the whistle blows, and now we wait for like 3 minutes for something else to happen for 10 seconds. Like,
Hmm.
so
No.
annoying.
No, I think the only game I've ever seen is American football where it takes so long to play it. All the other
Yeah,
games, if you think about it, if you've got a 15-minute period for basketball, it plays
right.
for the 15 minutes until the
Yeah,
time's
right.
up. Rugby, soccer,
Yeah,
uh, netball, um, all of them, if they're time related, the clock starts, and
right,
when it gets to zero, that's the
right,
end of the
right,
period, end of the next half, and the end of the game.
right. What
And
is
then the
tennis?
other,
Yeah, does
what's
tennis
tennis?
is it timed or what's
No,
no?
tennis. The other games I was going to say
Oh
are,
yes,
well, cricket is also can also be
right.
timed,
Okay.
but that is timed either. I think now there is some time. I haven't watched cricket for a long while, but it's based on the number of overs. Now, an over is the number of times you throw the ball to be hit
Oh,
by
okay.
the batsman. Now, an over consists of 6 attempts.
Okay.
So sometimes they used to do it like 50 overs or 100 overs. So, it's
Hmm.
quite a few times. So that's why
Yeah,
it seems to drag on like
takes
the
a while.
baseball type thing.
Right, right.
Um, I think now they've dropped it to, let's say, 200 balls or something. So
Okay.
it makes it quicker. There's a much quicker game now.
Right.
But the other one is basically we are going to take tennis. It's
Yeah.
played by points, X amount of points, you win a game, X amount of games, you win a set, X amount of sets, it's like the best of three or the best of five.
Hmm.
Snooker, the same thing, the number of table matches that you win.
What's that? Snoop?
Snooker is
I've heard of snooker.
kind of
I forget what it
is
is.
like a very fancy pool game. It's on a larger table with
Okay.
15 reds and six colors. Yeah, six
Okay.
colors.
Are there like bumper things on the table? Are there little like or no? Or is it like a fully open pool table?
It's an open full table, but there is a rim around it like a pool
Sure,
table.
but I was
If that's what you mean,
picturing, I
bumpers.
don't know what, like, because billiards is something else too, right?
Billiards is something different. Yes,
Okay.
that's where you've got three balls, and there's bar billiards where you've got holes in the middle of the table as well as on as opposed to the outside
Oh, okay,
six.
okay, gotcha.
So
Oh my
you're kind
gosh.
of mixing three games together here.
Okay.
But if you think of the concept of pool, as a
Right,
rectangular table, six
right.
pockets, two in the middle and one in each corner.
Hmm.
The idea of that is you either play the number sequence or the color sequence, solids or
Right, right.
stripes.
Hmm.
Well, it's pretty much the same thing. If you were to have a pool tournament, you'll
Right.
probably say the best of three games, you're going to win a set, and the number of sets, or they would probably call it a frame.
Yeah.
The number of frames you're going to win a game, and the number of games you'll then win X. So
Right.
it's like the best of 25 frames or something.
Hmm.
So the first one to 13 frames wins the match.
I see, I see. Okay.
So then that's just done basically on a number count.
Right. Okay.
So it's all predicted. Now that can go on a long time
Right.
because certain sports, if you're not quick at putting the balls in the pocket and you play
You're
safe
just playing around.
for
Yeah.
20 minutes, a whole game might only take 12 minutes and you've
Right.
wasted 20 minutes just playing safe and nobody's made a score.
Right. Right. So,
Golf, again, is the number of holes that you
oh, right.
compete in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, golf. Yeah, that's a good example. Like can take a
Yeah.
really long time.
Yeah.
Although you're supposed to give up after a certain amount. Is that correct or not? Or is that just in putt-putt? I
Good
know in
question.
putt-putt, it's
I'm
like if you can't make it in like six or something, like move on because there's a line of people behind
That might be depending on the course and how busy it is. Yeah,
you.
that
Yeah,
might be the reason. Is like, oh, if you haven't got it down in six,
you just have to mark
because
it as, yeah,
generally that each hole has a number of strokes it should take you to get the ball from the start to
right.
the hole.
Hmm.
We'll keep it simple, but use the terminology correctly.
Yeah,
And then there is scores if you actually take more shots. And I think the number of shots depending on the number of holes. Let's say if it's par four, which means you
right.
should get it in
Right.
four.
Four, yeah.
But I think it's three shots after that par.
Oh,
Then if you
okay.
haven't got it in, maybe then
That's
it's like
okay,
okay,
okay. That makes
it's a
sense.
seven or a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that might be a course rule. I don't know. I've never played golf, so I'm only
Oh, okay.
surmising.
I've only played
Golfers
it
can.
like once, I think, once or
Mhm.
twice. Yeah, it was years ago.
All right.
Yeah, and I was not in charge of the game. It was just like, all right, go hit this, take
Mm.
this club and go hit this.
Well, at least you called it a club. I'm impressed that you managed to call it a club.
That's right. See, I knew it was a club. Yeah, but so
Yeah.
that's a British sport. That's Scottish. Uh,
Yes, it's
and
another
yeah,
original, like
tennis.
boxing.
Yeah, tennis was also isn't that British? Was that
British.
originally British?
Yes.
Okay. Um, and then oh, I know what I was thinking of when you were talking about frames, it made me think of bowling. So
Mm.
did bowling originate in the UK, or where's bowling from? Or do you know?
10-pin bowling is definitely an American game.
Hmm.
Um, I think prior to that, most of there's a thing called Skittles, which is
Oh,
played
I
with
heard of
nine
Skittles.
pins.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
is
so that's
that you
played
told
with
me about that, right? Because does it happen at like pubs or something?
that's it.
Yes,
Yeah, usually happens at pubs. So
I
instead of
forgot it's
having
called
a
Skittles.
triangle of pins together, you have a diamond of pins.
Right, right,
Difference is that the ball is, let's say, two-thirds smaller than a 10-pin bowling ball because you
right.
can hold it in your hand. It's about
Okay,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
size. And if you roll it, it can actually go through the gaps of the pins. So you can actually end up by throwing three balls
right.
at a set of nine pins and score zero. Where unless you put the bowling ball in the
Yeah,
gutter, you can at least hit one.
right. That's true. So
Or theoretically, I
I
don't think you could. Can you actually? You can't hit one pin only out of a set of nine, can you? It has
uh
to take probably at least three out.
No, it's possible. Because if you are right on the
Yeah.
edge of the gutter, it'll be like
Yeah.
pop and like knock
Yeah, that's what I
one.
mean. Providing you don't put it in the gutter,
Sure. Yeah, yeah. If you
I
have to
think
stay on the
on the
entire
lane,
way, you're probably gonna at least get two, I would think, on the
two or
edge, the
three.
final edge.
Yeah. Yeah. Let you go right, far left, and then you put really far left again and
Right,
pass it
right,
through.
right,
So maybe the
right.
lowest might be two
Yeah, I think that
with
sounds
not going
right.
in the gutter. Or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
theoretically, I guess you go far right, far right, far right. You hit the first one down, score
Right,
one, and you actually
right,
repeat the same thing without trying to get the ball nearer the middle of the pack.
right,
So I
right.
guess you could get one, but
Maybe.
you can't get zero
Correct. Yeah, you're right.
unless
So,
you gutter ball them.
right. So in Skittles, does everybody share the same ball, or is it like in bowling where
Yes.
everybody has their own? No, it's everybody's
Well,
the same
theoretically,
ball.
you all use the same balls.
Okay.
There are three balls to a set, so theoretically, sometimes they're slightly irregular because they're all made of wood. So you can imagine
Oh, okay.
in
Yeah, yeah,
time
yeah.
they can be slightly misshaped.
Right,
But you all play with the same kit to make it theoretically fair and even.
right, right. Okay. And it's not, yeah, so that makes sense. And so it's again not like American 10 pin bowling where everybody's got their own weight of ball that like fits, them and like the finger holes and everything is like custom to
Yeah.
their bowling techniques. So that's interesting.
So going
Yes.
back to food.
Yes.
You know the expression as American as apple pie.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
So what does that kind of indicate to you is that Americans made apple pie?
Sure, of course. Yeah, and you're gonna tell me not.
Well, considering that the most apple pies were created in the 13th century in recipe books in England.
Right. Yeah.
So again, how American is American pie if
Right,
it
right.
technically is a fruit pie from England?
Right, right. That's
which
hilarious.
which seems rather an odd
Right.
phrase to use
It does. Yeah.
when Americans when they said we need independence, we're not having anything British here anymore.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it the what My Country 'Tis of Thee? That song is the same song as God Save, well, now God Save the King, but it's the same melody or music or whatever of uh our super patriotic song, My Country 'Tis of Thee, that we used to have to
Yes, I
sing
think.
before the Pledge of Allegiance in school.
Oh, that reminds me, the Pledge of Allegiance, the
Yeah,
Star Spangled Banner.
yeah.
So the Star Spangled Banner was
Hmm.
originally a was it 18th century? Used to belong to a I wouldn't say a working man's club, but a kind of a membership club.
Okay.
That used to be the tune that they had
Oh, that's funny.
before they used the same tune in
Yeah,
America for the Star Spangled Banner. So they couldn't even create their own music. They
right,
created their
right.
own words. But you see, again, we
Sure.
would take it and we'll just adapt it. We
And we'll
won't
make
make
it
anything
ours.
our own.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just like baseball. That's America's pastimes. That means America created it.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't we didn't take
Oh,
it from a bunch of British women. That's not what we did.
no, no,
We
no,
wouldn't do
not at
that.
all.
That's really funny.
Uh,
So what, okay, so
so,
aside from sports, what else we got? Well, how about like with Christmas traditions? Let's see. Oh, here's a crazy
yeah.
thing for you. Okay,
Hmm.
so behind me on the mantle, whichever way, yeah, this way.
Yes. Hmm.
What
Yeah.
what would you say are hanging from what's hanging from the fireplace?
Christmas stockings.
Thank you. Okay. So
Not
Eddie,
socks.
yes, Eddie and his family call them socks. And it was like they confused me the first time because I didn't see what they were talking about. It was just like his mom was like, tell Amy to pick out Christmas socks for her and Piper. So I literally was expecting to see like a pile of like fuzzy Christmas socks that you would wear on your feet.
Hmm.
And then it was like, what? These are Christmas stockings. And like I thought, and so Eddie, I tried to say like, well, if it's like his mom speaks a lot of Spanish and stuff, it's like, okay, well, fine. Like if it's like just a whatever language thing, right? And
Mm,
he's like, no, they're socks. He goes, would you put it on your like? Could you wear it on your foot? I was like, yeah, but not as a real sock. He's like, it's a sock. And I was like, and so uh, so then I Googled it, and Google says that I guess like traditionally and more formally it is a stocking. But
mm.
apparently a lot of people say sock now, a Christmas sock. And I was like, if you hang up a real sock that you would put on your foot inside a tennis shoe, then you can call it a Christmas sock. As long as
Yeah.
it's a decorative thing like that, you have to call
Hmm.
it a stocking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So
Oh,
okay.
I found another one. So here's another one I suddenly thought of.
Yeah.
When we think of candies.
Yes. Sweets.
So
Yeah.
yes,
Sweets for
sweets.
the Brits. Yeah, yeah. But
Sweets,
candy.
yeah. Kit Kat.
Uh-huh.
Kit Kat was originally
Was it your
English.
guys's? What was
Yeah.
it? Was did you guys call it Kit Kat or did we change the name?
Yes. Oh no, it's always been called Kit Kat.
And
Well,
all.
I think actually it used to be made by a company called Roundtrees.
Oh, I know
Um,
Roundtrees. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They make like
So
good
they used
gummies
to
and
make
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, Fruit pastels. That's it. Roundtree's
Yes,
fruit
yes,
pastels.
yes.
There
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go. Not gummies.
Sorry.
Pastels.
Yes, yes, past.
Different thing
Yeah,
altogether.
yeah, yeah.
Because gummies are different else.
Yeah.
Again, that's where the Americans called them. Oh, let's have some gummies. No, they're pastels. Um, so the reason that America had it is that they created it. Hershey's took a license out from Roundtree's
Okay.
so they could recreate it in the US using Hershey's chocolate or trying
Right.
to copy the British chocolate. You
Right.
know that it just doesn't
Sure.
equate to be the
Yeah,
same.
the
Even the
chocolate's
Cadbury's
different.
is done under, even though Hershey's bought Cadbury's, is all
Right.
done under license.
Right.
Um, but yeah, the rest of the world know that Kit Kat is produced by a company called Nestle
Oh, oh, that's funny.
or
Yeah.
Nestles in
Nestle.
the American term. Yeah,
What? We
the
say
American
Nestle?
term.
We say Nestle?
Oh, okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
I was
All
like, or
right.
at least I do. Like, yeah, I've never heard anybody say it, not Nestle.
Hmm.
Is that a British
Snickers.
company? I just assumed it was.
No,
No,
no, I
okay.
think no, that's a French company,
Oh, okay.
ironically. Original.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's Nestle, as opposed,
Nestle.
most people say, oh, Nestles in
Right, right,
English.
right.
So
Okay,
that's the
gotcha.
difference. Maybe I've converted because
Hmm.
just one of those things.
Right.
Uh, do you know what a marathon is? And it's not a race that you run.
Oh, then nope.
Okay, so because of again, marathon was made. Was that around trees also? I'm not sure. Um, and I was actually re looking at this recently, and I can't remember the whole story of where it started. But it started in the UK,
Hmm.
but they brought it to the US and called it Snickers.
Oh, that's funny.
And then after
Yeah.
several years, probably about 40 years or something, it was something to do, I think it was two brothers
Hmm.
who actually developed it. One came to the US and there's, oh, we're gonna I'll use the same recipe.
Sure.
So he then called it Snickers, and eventually the that brother, I think, then decided to buy out the one from the
Oh,
UK, or the merged, or
okay.
he died, or whatever. So
Right.
then that part came back into the family fold because he then
Right.
inherited it, and that's when England then renamed Marathon back
Oh,
into
so now,
Snickers.
okay, so you don't have marathons anymore. You have
We don't
Snickers.
have Marathon, we have Snickers now.
That's funny. That's
But yeah,
interesting.
again, they originated.
Right.
So would you? Let's go to some music. We'll go back to the music one. We've done
Okay.
the Star Spangled Banner. Country music groups.
Uh-huh.
You
Country
think
music.
was it Nashville the origin?
Sure, just anything, yeah, anything south. Yeah.
Well, the Southwell twangs of country music trace their roots back to the British folk and ballads,
Oh my
which
gosh.
is the art of storytelling with music styles.
Oh. That's
So
interesting.
these influences have been blended with other cultural elements in the US to create a richer genre of music that
Right.
most people. But yeah, it started out from the ballads and the
Oh, that's
folklore
funny.
songs that you
Yeah,
got.
yeah, yeah. But the twang of it, is that pretty American? Like the twanginess of the singing? Or could you speak to that?
No, I can't speak to that. I'm not that great at music. I think Katya's here and she will
I was
contest to
just
that.
wondering what a British twangy person might sound like. Like I can't
Yeah, and
picture it.
you know, I can't remember the words to one song. It's bad enough trying to remember Happy Birthday.
That's the
So,
hardest one for you
mhm.
to remember.
Yeah. Now, here's an we often bring this up, don't we? We've had it
Yeah.
earlier, biscuits and cookie.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, where did the word cookie come from?
Did it come from you guys? What do you guys
No,
call?
we call them biscuits, so it couldn't come from
Well,
us,
I
could
know.
it?
So that's why I was like, do you call something else cookies? Okay, so where'd cookie come from?
Actually, it comes from the Dutch.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting.
Because they spell cookie with a K. I think they put two Ks. It's K-O-O. How
Okay.
do they spell it? I think there's obviously a K there. I don't know how.
Mhm.
I know it looks different. Maybe it's not an
Yeah.
I. Maybe it's a J or a Y. Can't think how they spell it.
Hmm.
Um, but that the term cookie comes from the Dutch.
Okay. So, okay, so here's a question. So when you're in England and say
Hmm.
you want chocolate chip cookies, do you say chocolate chip biscuits?
Actually, no, because now again, I think this is the marketing and industrialization, everything.
Right.
Up until I would say the late 70s, early 80s, we
Yeah.
never had a chocolate chip cookie. It didn't exist in
Okay.
England.
Okay.
Then when I came to America, you may remember the brand Famous
Oh, Famous Amos.
Amos.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yes.
my neighbor used to call
First,
me Famous Amos.
there we go. First time I ever had a chocolate chip cookie,
Oh my gosh.
which would
Okay.
have been 1977 or
Yeah.
1978.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that was the first time, and I think we might have taken a thing, but they didn't exist in England. And then through industrialization
Right.
and other things, they then came out where they became kind of a
That's
standard thing, but they
interesting.
were always called chocolate chip cookies.
Okay. So what about, because I know
Um,
there's like chocolate chip shortbread, but is that just, that's a newer thing too? Like they didn't used to put chocolate chip and things in shortbread, like Scottish shortbread.
no,
Yeah. Okay.
no,
Okay.
bit like brownies. I don't think
Right.
brownies were something that's
Oh,
kind
okay.
of
Yeah.
again come from America, but
Right.
then
Right.
it's gone international, global, hasn't it?
Right. Right. I believe that one was actually invented or created by someone in Chicago. I remember
Mm,
that being a Chicago thing when I lived there.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't have anything equivalent to that. We have tiffin,
You know
which
what?
is a similar chocolate with a caramel slice layer in
Oh,
it,
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and maybe a fudge topping,
Hmm.
if I remember correctly. So shortbread on the bottom, chocolate
Right.
bit like the brownie,
Yeah.
caramel and
Yeah.
chocolate on top.
Okay.
So we've had those sort of cakes, but never the actual brownie. If anything,
Right.
it's either more elaborate or an adaptation. Brownie is an adaptation of the
Oh, okay.
British
Yeah. Yeah.
tiffin, and I'm putting it that way around because those sort of things have been around for years in
Sure.
England before I even saw what a brownie was. Now
Right.
again, I'm going on the basis that if it wasn't there in the 1970s or 80s,
Right.
it's an international import like Starbucks.
Right. Right. So you mentioned fudge, which made me think of
Mm,
does England, do you guys have like actual fudge, right? Like,
we do.
okay. Because I am not a
Yes.
fan. And you got all the different flavors of fudge, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There seem to be kind of two varieties of fudge. One a bit like
Like the really thick,
uh,
I don't know, the really thick, rich kind is the kind I'm thinking of.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of like hand artesian type
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
There was one which is kind of like a slightly thicker caramel
Oh, okay.
texture,
Oh, okay.
which
I would probably
it's
like
the only way
that
to
better.
I
Yeah.
think you might like that one more.
Yeah, yeah.
Where the ones that I see today, which is like this great big slab of it, and it's kind of hard and really sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really
De
sweet.
depending
Yeah.
who makes them, again, it's got popular now, but I again, it's just too sweet. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
while I was in England this time, the friends we went over to a place called the Isle of Wight,
Hmm.
and there's a place that do their handmade fudge.
Oh,
So
okay.
we bought things like three pieces, but they feel like a bloody brick. They're so friggin' heavy.
Right, right, right.
Um, but I remember my mum making fudge, and basically it was just like sugar and a little bit of
That's
maybe milk or cream mixed with
that's what I was
cream.
gonna
I think
ask.
that's the
What is it?
difference.
Is there butter in it? What is it that's making it so heavy?
Most of it is sugar.
Yeah.
I wonder if the new ones put cream in it. I
Hmm.
know the old ones it used to be cream, and it might be the temperature at which you boil the sugar before you
Right,
add the
right.
cream to it. But I think it's
Okay.
just basically sugar, cream, flavoring, fruits or nuts or whatever.
Right, right. Okay.
Um, but I remember it never used to come with nuts or chocolate bits. It used to
Right,
be
right.
just that main flavor, which was kind of vanilla essence, I think, and
Hmm.
maybe some cornstarch or something like that
Yeah,
to
yeah,
help bind it, which is
yeah.
maybe why it's set.
I'll have to,
Um,
yeah, I'll have to ask my aunt when I see her in Indiana because she and my cousin, I guess, used to make fudge. I remember. And there's I feel like they of course had like chocolate fudge, but then I think they had maybe
mm,
butterscotch. I don't think it was peanut butter. I think they had a butterscotch one. They had a couple different ones.
mm,
But and that was like good, but still it's like so I couldn't eat like even a whole like a whole square of it. It's like too much.
yeah, that again, that is also butterscotch is quite bitter and sweet. It's bitter and sweet at the same time, isn't it? If I
Right.
remember
Yeah,
rightly.
yeah, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of yeah, and it's got I don't know. I like it because it's yeah, I guess not as just straight up sweet as chocolate. Like
Mm.
there's something else there. But what else you got on your list? I see you looking.
Yeah, chewing gum.
Oh, that's you guys?
Yeah. Um, so yeah, chewing gum in various forms existed for thousands of years. The modern version that we chew today was popularized by the Brits before coming a hit in the United States.
Does it say roughly what time period it was popularized?
Um, no, no,
No,
he's
okay.
just given a
I was just
list of them at the
curious if it
moment.
was
I
like
don't have any more information, unfortunately.
oh,
I should
okay.
have picked something better.
Oh, that's right. I was just curious if it timed up with like a certain war or whatever. Like, it seems like that usually popularizes different things, like depending what soldiers had.
Yeah, it which it probably thinking about it, that might well be a very good reason where maybe the chewing gum comes from because I think at one point they used to chew on like tobacco and what have you, didn't they?
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm wondering if that was the early stages of it.
Right, right.
I ironically, Halloween being an
Hmm.
American holiday,
Yes.
um, even though it's celebrated mainly in the United States, there are origins of ancient Brits and Celtic festivals.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's funny.
Particularly the festival Shaman or Samhain. Yeah, this
Oh,
festival
okay.
marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. Over time, these traditions were transported to America, where they evolved into Halloween celebrations, as you know today.
Right. Huh. Well, that's fun.
So, yeah.
Yeah. There was something. Oh, I know. Did you see that there was a movie that came out somewhat recently? I think it's called War of the Roses.
Hmm.
Right, and it's like the couple. I think it's based on a book, and maybe there was an old movie of it. But it's got the actress who played one of the queens in The Crown. I forget her
Mm.
name. Um, and then it's also got
Yeah.
oh gosh, what's his name? Is it? I don't know what he is. I don't know. I was like, I should have looked it up, but
Mm.
it was very fun watching it because they're like super British in it, but they live in the US. But just talking about simple things and like, uh, I forget, like, I don't know, calling sweaters jumpers, whatever, like,
Mm.
like
Yes.
Christmassy things.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, which I think like Eddie didn't know, yeah, the jumpers or sweaters. Trying to think of some of the other ones, but yeah, it was a
Mm.
fun movie. It was cute.
Like a bonnet.
A bonnet, yes, which is
Hmm.
it's the hood of the car, correct?
Yes. But
Because
also it is like a little hat that
sure,
women used to wear back
for
in the
us,
day in
yeah, yeah,
Victorian.
yeah.
So it's, yes.
For us, I think of a bonnet of like a pioneer woman. That's
Hmm.
a
Yeah,
pioneer
back in the
woman.
day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. I
Um,
found some more food ones in a minute,
and
so we
what
can
you
go
got?
back to food.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So again, it came out with apple pie and baseball, which we'd already mentioned. This one I didn't even know, which is interesting.
Hmm.
And this again is so popular in the US. We don't have it in the UK anymore. Maybe
Oh,
we didn't like it and just got rid of it. Maybe that's why
we
we
took it.
call maybe yeah. Steak sauce. A1 sauce.
Oh, A1 was yours?
Yeah. So this
Because you
popular
guys
condiment
are,
was created in England in the early 19th century by a chef for King George IV.
oh,
It was later introduced to the United States where it became a staple for steak lovers.
that's really funny. Because your thing is HP sauce, and isn't there
Mm-hmm.
another one? Like people are either HP or the other one.
Um, yeah, well, it's either Heinz ketchup. Um,
Or-
there's HP sauce.
Right, which I feel like
There
that
was
feels like a steak sauce, right?
that's
I mean, it can go on other.
no because
Oh, I guess
yeah,
it's not. It's more like barbecue-ish. I guess I've had it on
it's not even yeah, it's not even
what is it?
barbecue-ish. It's
I've had it on like the
it's
ham and butter sandwich
yeah.
things.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like ketchup, you can, but it seems to be more flavor. Might be because there's a
Yeah.
bit of Worcester sauce there, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's
it's
better
like
than ketchup. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's the alternative ketchup,
Right,
basically
right.
HP
Okay.
sauce.
Right, right.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Daddy's used to be one, and
That's
OK
the one I've heard
Fruity.
of. I think that's the one I've heard of that someone was like they preferred that one over, yeah, HP. And I just knew
Yeah,
HP. Yeah.
and there's another one called OK Fruity,
Just okay.
which is slightly fruity. Ironically, you
Oh,
read the label and you know what you're going to get. Okay,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fruity.
Okay. Yeah.
Hot dogs,
Oh, yeah.
which you know originated from German.
Right, because it's like sausages. Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know. Oh, here again, it comes country music. The roots of country music can be traced back to British folk and ballads. The storytelling and musical styles characterizing. So that's there.
That makes
Oh
sense.
yeah. So this was the one I also saw. The other one reminds me. French fries.
Mm.
This.
Chips
Uh-huh.
for
So do
you,
you
for
know
you
the
guys.
origin of French fries? Chips. Yes.
Yeah. So what you guys created chips, French fries?
Mm, no, we didn't. Someone else did. But do you know how French fries came around?
No.
Where they
No.
come from? So this goes back to this is a World War One story,
Oh, okay.
which I now remember.
Yeah.
So we can only assume
Hmm.
that the American military army, when they were in Europe,
Right.
the Belgians were the ones who created French fries.
Oh, okay.
So they actually call them pommes frites. And in that sense, so do the French.
Right. Right.
What they had not realized when they came back to America, they called them French fries because they thought the French actually
Oh,
created them. But they speak French in
but if
Belgium
they speak
too.
French and
So that's where the term French fries comes
that's
from because
hilarious,
they
but
thought
they're
they were
really,
bringing fries from France,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they were
yeah.
actually in Belgium.
That's so funny. They're really Belgian fries.
Yeah, they didn't have GPS back in that day, I believe,
Right, right.
or
So in
Waze.
so in French, does that just mean like fried potatoes? What does that mean?
But fried potatoes, yeah,
Yeah, okay. That's great.
yeah.
And then
Um,
yeah. And then why do you guys call them chips? Or do you know? And then yeah.
I think they were called chips basically because the we didn't have anything, and it was
Yeah.
just like bits of cut
chips
off
of potato. Yeah,
the
yeah.
potato, so they were just chipped into small pieces.
Right, right. Okay.
It's one of those simple things. As I've
Right.
heard, there might be another one, but it basically is
Yeah.
like I don't think anybody really knows the real origin why they were called
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
chips.
But you guys
Only
didn't
that we
do,
know.
did you guys do fried potatoes like that before World War I? Or do you know? Did everybody get it from the Belgians? The idea at least.
No idea.
You have to look. Yeah.
I was
That'll
going to
be
say,
another.
was it, yeah, History 11, who
Yeah,
brought potatoes back from America? Sir Francis Drake, was it?
sure.
Yes, I think it's Sir Francis Drake.
It
So
sounds, I
yeah,
mean,
well,
that's a name I recognize. Sure.
yeah, that is a history level. Sorry if I
Right,
got it
right,
wrong, people. Can't remember everything correctly. Not my old age.
right.
Um, but again, the thing that became really popular by Thomas Jefferson
Yeah.
was macaroni cheese.
Oh, oh, that's
Uh,
funny.
and and you think about it, mac and cheese, again, on most menus, you
Yeah.
see in almost every restaurant in America.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You hardly ever see it in British restaurants.
Sure. Right.
Occasionally,
Yeah, yeah.
let's say 80% of the
Nowadays.
restaurants, yeah,
Yeah,
80% of the
yeah.
restaurants in America have mac and cheese.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. They all have their like fancy
Yeah.
version.
Where maybe only 20% of the restaurants in England today only have mac and cheese.
Right,
But
right.
again, but if you think about it, where would it originate from? Italy. It's an
Right.
Italian
At
dish.
least the noodles of it, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
seems like an American thing to put cheese all in it. But um
Yeah.
so I have to show you from my one of my coworkers at the law office got me a
Mm.
gift. So on the box it says it's hard to get a handle on English monarchs. Okay.
Mm.
And it is a mug without a handle. And
Nice.
it's
I
all
like it.
it's all English monarchs.
Uh,
It's pretty cute.
I like that.
It advises you how to drink it like Japanese style, like without handles. So it's like it
The
tells
rim
you to
and the
do,
base.
yeah, the rim and the base. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So I was like, I don't want to do that. I just want to show off the pictures.
Okay.
So this
I
is
like
like,
it.
yeah, it's
I
cool.
like
It
that.
goes, yeah, all the way back. So it's like, man, that was like a perfect gift. It's really great. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So who was that at the law office?
one of the coworkers,
Nice.
he,
They
yeah,
obviously know you well.
I know, yeah, and he got gifts for everybody, and like all the gifts were very specific to that person. Like, he
Mm.
got for one of the other guys who used to be like work in uh like air and space and whatever, and like did all the flight training and all the stuff, knows all the
Mm.
stuff about military planes and whatever, got him like this model kit for like planes, but it also came with little figurines that are ground crew, and like it's very
Oh.
specific of like what they look like and what they are
Mm.
doing, and Dirk was just like, hey, look at that one. Like he really knew like if they were legit or not. So it's like that's
Mm.
pretty good. The other two haven't opened their gifts yet. They want to wait till Christmas. So it was like it was up to
Oh.
you. Like when if you could take it home with you,
Yeah.
you could open it there.
Or yeah, open it now or take it home. Open
Yeah,
it
yeah,
now or
yeah.
take it home.
Or take it
Open it
home.
now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I took mine home and opened it, and when I got out to the car, and then I told him the next day. I was like, that was too good.
Mm. Yeah. I like that. It's
That's very funny.
a
Yeah.
good pun. So I
Yeah.
found some more food once again, if
Okay.
you
What
want.
you get? Yes.
This one I don't know if it really should be in the list. I'll give this a debatable question.
Hmm.
Pizza.
Oh,
I think everybody knows pizza is
everybody assumes it's
Italian,
Italian.
yes?
Yeah, everyone assumes it's Italian.
Okay.
And it
Yeah, that's
is?
what it is.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I thought you
Yeah.
were about to tell me like, no, it's British. I was like, what?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because I don't think anybody considers pizza a traditional American food, do
Right,
they?
right.
Not really.
No, it's
So
just that Americans just like obsessively eat it. Like we've
I think
made it
everybody
our
in the
thing.
world, yeah, I think everybody in the world has really, if you think
Have
about
they
it, and
now? Okay.
even pasta. If you think about
Oh,
all
well,
the
yeah, pasta for
pastas,
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I think it's well done to the Italians for infiltrating the world with all their food,
Right, right, right.
carbohydrates,
That's
carbohydrates,
true.
people.
Right.
But this one I think will make you feel, oh, really? The hamburger, often considered the most
Oh,
iconic American food.
I know this one. It's Germany, right? Yep.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
Hamburg.
Ham because of the Hamburg steak. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was
I
the
do.
Germans who brought ground patties to the US in the 19th century.
Right. Which it's like it all makes sense since, we're like the melting pot or whatever, right? So it's like the
Yeah.
Germans come and
Hmm.
bring this food, and Italians come and bring this food. Like obviously
Yeah.
the Brits came
No, no,
because
no,
they
no,
just
no.
led
Hang
the
on, hang on,
way.
hang on. Come on, Amy. You know this. The Brits were there,
I
and
know.
then they decided to split. It's not that we came. We were already there. The
Sure,
Brits were
sure.
the ones that
Well, not
tried
not
to
originally,
colonize.
originally.
No, but the
You weren't
first
the first
colonization.
ones here.
Yeah, the first
The first
colonizers, should we
colonized. Yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah. Right, right.
So yeah, it's not
Uh,
like the all the rest were there. Oh, let's go there and see what happened.
right,
No, we
right,
were,
right.
yeah, not a good thing, but I will
That's
give you
funny.
that.
Yes.
This one I didn't know.
What?
Bagels.
So what's okay, where are bagels from?
Well, the origins date back to the 16th century to Poland.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. While the bagel may be closely associated to New York, it's
Hmm.
products of a cultural blend combining European baking traditions with American innovation.
Okay.
So again,
That makes sense.
it's the original come and then it's adapted. But
Right.
what's not adapted for different markets?
Sure.
Let's take Indian curry,
Right.
Chinese food.
Right.
What you eat in America, what we eat in England, what we
Right.
eat in Brazil is adapted to the palate.
Right.
And good example, modern day cuisine, KFC. What you have in the US,
Right.
when you come here, you actually have a meal at KFC, and it
Hmm.
will be accompanied by traditional Brazilian ingredients like rice and beans with
Oh,
fried
okay. That's
chicken.
funny. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Not only the fries, we
Yeah,
don't
yeah. Or
have the
mashed
mashed
potato. Yeah,
potato, we don't have
mashed
the
potatoes.
gravy,
You
we
don't have
don't
mashed
have the
potatoes and
corn.
gravy at all there? It's not an
No,
option?
not at KFC, no.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So you see, again, it's culturalized, bit like McDonald's, isn't it, in Japan?
Right. Oh, right.
It's
Yeah. What do they?
completely different menu.
Is it? Okay. Do they still
Yes.
have hamburgers or anything? Like, or do you know? I'm not.
Haven't dug into that, but I
Oh,
know they
okay.
have a
Okay.
Japanese menu equivalent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This this one you do know. We spoke about it many times. The
What?
beverage, tea.
Tea. Yes.
Come on,
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Well, we
we
know
couldn't
we
have
had,
this.
yeah,
Yes.
because we Americans had a whole Boston Tea Party.
Mm, exactly. While tea's been
Yes.
enjoyed in many parts of the world in many centuries, it wasn't until the 17th century it made its way to America.
Right. But
But the
coffee
Americans'
got
relationship
taken
was,
back to right? Like coffee was taken from South Central America, right? And then back to Europe, I thought.
yeah,
Yeah.
probable,
I feel
yeah.
like that was one of them. And
Oh,
tobacco,
well,
that was
yeah. Again, Central America and
that's
South
what I'm saying.
America,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um, this one I didn't know. You know your grape juice,
Yeah. Yes.
right?
Just regular
Have
grape
you ever
juice.
noticed that grape juice, the purpley thing that seems for me highly sweet and really artificial in flavor?
Uh-huh.
So that grape, I don't know if you know, is called the Concord grape.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, couldn't say you educated me here. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I do
So
know
the
Concord grape.
Concord,
Yeah.
okay, so the Concord grape, often associated with American culture for its juices and jams, was actually developed by a man named Ephraim Wells Bull in Concord, Massachusetts, in the 19th century, while grapes had been originally grown in Europe for a millennia. Bull's variety was distinctly an American innovation. He cultivated the Concord grape by crossing Native American grapes with European varieties, resulting in a
Oh,
sweet aromatic grape. So again, this
like
is that
created like a,
combination of
yeah, yeah, create like a
creating
new grape. Yeah,
that
that's
had to
cool.
use others. So yeah.
Right, right. That's cool. For some reason it made me think of a crazy history thing that I was listening to that it was all about the essentially like the the marketing wars in the US between butter and margarine.
Hmm.
So this was like a whole thing and like where they would like battle over like what, what one's healthier for you, whatever. But what's weird is like, so I guess butter, depending on what cow it comes from or what the cow's been eating, butter could be like just white or whatever, like it's not very yellow or whatever.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but depending on whatever they're eating. So, but basically, like the butter started being yellow, and so then when margarine came, they were apparently not allowed to make it yellow. Like they weren't allowed to trick people into thinking it was butter. But so for a
Uh,
while, they literally would include basically like a packet of dye with your margarine. And part of the
mm.
exciting thing was getting to mix it up on your own at home. Like they talk, like
Oh
read things from like
wow.
people who's like their kids remember like it was always so exciting when mom like came home with this and like we got to stir it up. But yeah,
Wow.
it was really funny. But there were like all kinds of like, political like goings on and whatnot, like the
Mm,
legal battles of like laws for like the dairy people and then whatever the margarine people, everyone's great. But I just thought it
mm,
was funny. It was like they used to have to stir in their own
mm.
dye as a workaround.
So basically, it looked like a lump of lard, if you know what lard is.
Yeah, essentially it would look
Yeah,
like
or shortening, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And then you mix the color in to make it look a little bit like butter.
Yes, yes, yeah.
That's interesting. I
Isn't that
must admit, that's
funny?
very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I think if I remember right, it is mostly what's it? It's like beef tallow or whatever they used to
Hmm.
call it something else. But yeah,
Suet.
yes, yeah. So it's funny. So suet, I only know
Mm.
it as like at least up north, like you buy suet to put out for the birds, which must mean it's like the little squares of like bird seed that are stuck, the bird seeds like stuck together in the shape of a square. So I'm guessing it's the suet
Okay.
that's holding it together. So we just call
Yes,
it suet.
probably. If you actually dug into it, you'll the duck bit out be fatty, greasy in your
Right,
fingers texture.
right, right, right.
Um,
So I didn't
I-
realize that the suet was like what was stuck. I just thought it meant it was some kind of special bird seed. Until you were talking about it, I was
interesting.
like, oh, okay, that's what that is.
That's what it is. Yeah. See, I don't know if suet is just basically a name for beef tallow or beef fat,
Right.
because when we buy it, there's a brand called Atora in
Uh-huh.
England. Been there for like probably 50, 60 years or maybe even
Yeah.
longer, I don't know. Um, it's like one of those companies that they've always produced it and nobody else seems to take the market is because it's
Gotcha. Yeah,
always that
yeah.
one. It's one of those sort of things. So that's what you grow up with.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and when you buy it in a little cardboard packet,
Yeah.
which is stored, ironically, it's stored on the shelf in the
Yes.
supermarket, not in
Sure.
the cool
Not in
department.
the cool. Yeah, yeah.
So when you open it up, it's like grated pieces of fat, but it's coated in flour,
Oh, okay.
so it doesn't stick together.
Oh, okay.
But
Interesting.
when you open it, it's
Yeah.
advised that you then store it in the fridge for about 2 or 3 weeks or something,
Right.
because the air has
Yeah.
now got to it. But it sits on the shelf for probably weeks or a couple of months,
Well, that's like
unaffected.
yeah, that's like what we have Crisco or shortening or whatever, but Crisco's the brand,
Mm,
I guess. But yeah, but that's
yeah,
like yeah, you keep that and on the shelf until it's open and then you can put it in the fridge. But
put it in the fridge.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Hmm.
probably Crisco is probably the same
It's probably
as
the same
suet.
thing.
It's just
Yeah.
in a block form.
Right, right. Yeah, Crisco.
Um,
Yeah, you can have it in a block or you can get like a jar of it or whatever. Like I've seen like almost like a
oh,
canister
okay.
type thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get the
Now,
pre-measured blocks that are like have the lines on them like
mm,
butter sticks do.
right.
So yeah,
Okay.
so you can measure
Yeah,
easily.
it's kind of easier.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now my mind popped an idea and it burst.
Yeah. Okay, what's good?
Um, he was talking about Crisco,
Hmm.
and I know it's something to do with the chilling of opening it. Um, because there's two popped in. The other one was
Yeah, yeah.
American processed cheese, isn't it? American
Oh, right.
processed cheese you buy off the shelf, and then when you open it, you put it in the fridge.
Yes, like the Velveeta processed cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was like, that's like
Yes.
the only, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Which does always seem weird. That does seem very odd. But
Yeah. This is cheese, but it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah.
cheese.
Right, right. That's funny.
Mm.
Yeah, we were never much of a Velveeta family, but yeah, but I remember
Mm.
seeing like, yeah, other families like they'd like take out this crazy like jiggly block cheese to like make stuff.
Yeah, I think the first time I came across that, we were staying with a Filipino family in Los Angeles. So I would have
Mhm,
been about 14 or 15.
mhm.
And because they give this out to poor income
Right,
families, generally, it's in the food bank stuff, isn't
right.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, oh, we have some cheese, and they bring out this great big like a shoebox.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
"Well, cheese?
Yeah, that's a lot.
And you look at it, oh, okay, and you slice a bit of it, it tastes like cheese. Oh, all right. Um, but it wasn't stored in the fridge. It's like, oh no, you don't need to keep it in the fridge. It's fine. And it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, like that
Um,
seems real odd, but okay.
Real odd, and
Yeah, yeah.
that was like the first time I came across it. It was like, you cut it, it's like, ooh, look at
Right,
that. You can
right.
cut
Yeah,
shapes
yeah,
and
yeah. That's what I say.
wee.
Yeah, it's so wiggly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I still can't think of the other thing that popped into my head that I was going to
No,
ask another
no.
question. Do you have? But it come back at
Right.
some point.
Okay. Well, what do you have going on this weekend? Last weekend you were cooking a bunch. This weekend you said you're prepping, right? It's more cooking but prep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a bit of prepping. I'll probably try and make the mince pies.
Okay.
I'm going to do a vegetable bake, and I was thinking, oh, I'll make the bechamel sauce or cheese sauce
Hmm.
in advance.
What's
But
a
now thinking
vegetable?
about
Sorry, what's a
a,
vegetable bake?
a vegetable bake, basically, I just get a head of cauliflower, broccoli,
Mhm.
carrots, some small potatoes, some
Yeah.
onions, um, parboil them
Hmm.
from the stock that the vegetables that I then turn that into a bechamel sauce
Oh,
with
okay.
or a white sauce with cheese. Pour the
Oh,
cheese the sauce over an oven
yeah, yeah.
dish of
Oh,
vegetables, sprinkle it with cheese, and put it in the oven and bake it.
oh, okay. That
So
sounds
it's a
nice.
really easy way to have a whole lot of roasted vegetables,
Right,
gratinated with cheese on top and a bit of white sauce there
right, right,
to serve with your main dinner.
right. Oh, that sounds good. Nice.
Really, kind of a really easy way to have
Yeah,
your
yeah.
vegetables all done up. And I
Right,
think, oh, I'll make the sauce first, but of course I'm gonna need to go and buy the vegetables if I want to use the stock
right,
to
right,
make it with,
right.
which isn't really going to work, is it? So
Are are
maybe
you
I need to
guys,
do something else.
yeah, are you guys turkey or ham or something else?
We'll be turkey.
Okay.
We were just thinking about when to go and buy the turkey because
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to go and get two because I was talking no, I was talking to Kat actually earlier
Oh,
today,
yeah.
and we were going through the thing about getting a turkey. Now,
Right.
turkeys in I haven't seen one in the US. Oh no, I must have seen one. I must have cooked a
Yeah.
turkey when I was there. I just don't
Hmm.
remember. I know
Yeah.
we had Christmas there, so I
Yeah, I was
would
like,
have.
we got turkeys.
You got turkeys, yeah. On average,
Yeah,
if you were having a turkey for Thanksgiving, what weight of turkey would you normally buy? It's quite big, isn't it?
it is. Yeah, because I was saying I don't know what the weights are, but I know they all look very big. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking here that generally, if let's say that the turkey is that kind of wide
Right. Yeah.
and do this, then for oops, sorry, I put my hands up.
What's your hand?
Here in Brazil, I would say they're about that size. I would say they're about
Oh,
30
okay.
to 40% smaller
Gotcha.
generally.
Right.
Why that is, I don't know.
I was gonna
It
say,
might be
because you don't do
diet.
weird farming stuff with your turkeys.
Well, it might be that, yes. It might well be that. We don't introduce proteins and enzymes and
Right.
antibiotics and
Sure.
preservatives and all the other
All the
things
stuff.
and ho growth hormones or hormone growth,
Right.
whatever it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. The GMOs. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, stimulants.
Yeah.
But I also don't see turkeys really easily available
Hmm.
from January's leftovers, but from February until
Oh, okay.
October, you don't see them on the
It's
supermarket shelves or in the
right,
freezer
right.
department to go and buy like you would in the US or the
In the
UK.
US. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I think maybe it's the breed, so they're going to be
Mm-hmm.
slightly smaller in size,
Right,
which means because we've got 8 people,
right,
you can either get one and you've got just enough to serve everybody
right.
once.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You haven't, but when you think of turkey, you think, oh,
Yeah,
we've
you
got
think of
lots of
like there's
turkey. We're gonna have
plenty, yeah, turkey and there's
leftovers.
leftovers and blah blah blah. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go and buy two, which means
true.
the width of it takes up way too much room. So it's like, do we buy it now,
Yeah.
Friday or Saturday, and then where do we put it? We have to find a freezer somewhere to do
Hmm.
it, or leave it in the fridge to thaw out for
Right.
2 days, which now
Yeah.
if we buy it to let's say tomorrow, that takes it down to Monday.
Hmm.
I'm still a little bit a day early to
Right.
try and cook it, but I guess I can keep it 2 or 3 days in the fridge.
Yeah, you can keep it in the fridge. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's just a
when you're
lot of
ready.
space to take
That's
out
what I say. It takes
to,
up a lot of space in the fridge. Yeah, 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 for
yeah,
sure.
put it in the freezer. It won't fit in the freezer that well.
Right,
If it
right.
does, I'm going to have to empty a whole drawer for
Hmm.
one turkey because you can't get two in one drawer.
Right, right.
Um, so yeah, that's the dilemma we're having at the moment is like, when do we buy it? Or if we do buy it, who do we know with a freezer that can keep it for us
Oh, right,
until
right. Yeah, yeah,
Monday?
yeah.
Now, I don't know why we don't do this, but we have a party room here in the apartment block, and there is
Hmm.
a freezer down there, the chest
Yeah,
freezers.
yeah,
I'm surprised nobody asked it, can we put our turkeys in the freezer and come and
yeah.
collect them when we want them?
Why
I
not?
might suggest that,
Maybe ask. Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. Like,
yeah,
just
they're
write your
probably
name
saying,
on
oh
your
yeah,
write your name on your turkey.
yeah,
So you
everybody
don't
can leave
pull
it.
out, yeah, don't take the wrong turkey.
Yeah,
Don't take
that's
someone else's
fine.
turkey.
I want the big one. No, you bought the small one. I want the big one.
Yeah, yeah. It's like which one is your name on? You have to take the one
Hmm.
that goes to your name.
Yeah, I suddenly moved. I live in apartment
That's what it's
112.
saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? Yeah.
You're
You're gonna
104.
have to
No, I'm
show some
112.
identification and bring an electric bill.
Yes.
Prove
Yeah.
who you are.
But yeah, surprised,
Yeah.
I can't be the only person having the problem of like where we're going to put
Oh
our
yeah.
turkeys at the moment.
Right, right.
Don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's going to be mainly a bit of prep. I think think about what else I'm going to do. Oh, I know I want to do some candied fruits.
Oh,
Where you take
okay.
the orange and lemon and the limes,
Yeah.
uh,
How do you candy
kind of
them?
you kind of pre-boil them to get rid of
Hmm.
the bitterness out of the pith.
Oh, okay.
When they go translucent, then you take them out and dry them, and then you do up a simple syrup,
Hmm.
and then you cook them in the syrup and take them out, and they because then they dry with the
Oh,
sugar around them, so they become candied, sugared pieces of fruit.
that's cool. Do they have like the peel on it, the rind? Is it like,
Yes. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, you can then eat the whole
Amazing.
thing like a dry
Yeah.
fruit sort of thing, but
Ooh,
it's
that's
been
cool.
cooked in sugar and then it becomes dehydrated.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And if you want, you can take one half and dip it in dark chocolate and sprinkle
right, right.
maybe
Oh,
some
yeah.
salt on it or whatever else you want to be fancy
Right.
with, maybe a red
Well,
berry or
I'm
coffee or
sad
something. I
that I
don't know.
don't live closer for all of this.
Yeah, you see, the thing,
I know.
chefs never lack friends.
Yeah, 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 right? Yeah,
Everybody wants to come to my house. I don't know
I
why.
bet. Yeah, no kidding.
Hmm. Yeah. So I thought I might try and do some of those. Because I think you might have these in the US. Do you get jellied fruit, like jellied lemon and jellied orange slices,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah, like, but it's like they're full on candy. Like it's full on gummy
Yeah,
candy. Yeah. It doesn't look
yeah.
like it was never a piece of fruit to begin with. Like it was never a real
Just
piece
the
of fruit.
color of. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the color and like shape. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So again, we used to have those in England. They used to come like in a little square box, but they were arranged in a circle.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
orange, one green, one orange, one green, one orange, one green, or one yellow sort of
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
with
yeah.
a red one in the middle. And
Oh,
it's
nice.
like one of the cheapest, crappiest things you can buy, but it's just like, oh, I have not had one of those in like
I
30
know.
years. I just fancy one.
Yeah, yeah. That does sound good. Now
Yeah.
that you
The
say
only
it.
one I want is now I have to make it fresh and make it organic and
Of course.
yeah.
You have to, yeah, do it
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah. So then I can give some to friends and what have you. So if you want to come down and collect a little batch, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'll work on, yeah, I'll be there. You just keep
Okay,
waiting for me. I'll be,
haven't got long to wait.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, as long as I'm back, by Sunday evening, it should be okay. Quick turnaround.
So what? Yeah, it have to be. So, do you want me to just wait at the airport so you land and we wave, then give you a coffee, say, "Here's your fruit, get back on the
Yeah, yeah,
plane."
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now the point is, once you land in America, you're either going to have to eat the fruit or throw it away because you're not allowed to come into the country with fruit.
Yeah, but it's not fruit anymore. It's candy. You can't.
Yes, there you go. Yeah,
That's the
it's
thing. Yeah,
candy
it's
now.
like no, we changed it. It's not fruit anymore.
Yes, not fruit anymore. Exactly.
That's funny.
Plans for your weekend?
Let's see. So I don't have Piper, so it's gonna
Hmm.
be probably whatever last minute Christmas thing, and maybe a little bit of work and probably laundry, getting ready to pack for Indiana. So
So
yeah,
when you're leaving for Indiana?
Christmas Day. So we fly on Christmas Day and
Oh,
we
okay.
fly back on New Year's Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all right. We did
Is
it
it,
last year. Yeah.
yeah, is there something special about flying on Christmas Day? Is the service
Yeah.
better or worse?
Yeah, no, the price is better. And actually, the
Okay.
service is better in the sense that not a lot of people are on the plane. So, like, we fly Southwest.
Mm.
So, like, the middle seat, like, all the
Mm.
middle seats were open, like, last year on the way there and on the way
Mm.
home. And, like,
Ah.
everyone's just kind of like happy and jolly. Like, even though if they're working on Christmas Day, whatever, it's just kind of like
Hmm.
everyone's kind of in a fun mood. So, it's not that bad,
Okay.
really. Yeah.
And how long's the flight?
Like 2-ish hours, I think.
Oh, okay. So if
Yeah.
you leave by, let's say, 10,
Yeah, and I think our
you're
flight
there
does,
technically by like 11:30, I'm
yeah, I
assuming,
think
because they're an
I
hour
think
behind, aren't they?
I think our flight gets in close to noon, and then
Mm.
we'll get picked up by the time we get our baggage, blah blah blah. And then where we're actually going, Muncie, it's like an hour and a half at most from the airport. So we have to
Okay.
drive home. But yeah.
Oh, so you arrive home just ready for lunch then?
Yeah, pretty much. But we won't be
So
doing
I'm
like
assuming
we won't be doing real Christmas thing until like the probably the day after Christmas. Yeah.
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, yes.
Because
We just don't
I
know it
know
is
that you,
Boxing Day.
well, you do. Nobody
I
else
do.
does. You
Yeah,
just,
sorry.
yes.
They don't know it.
Hmm. Yeah. So, so you're celebrating a pauper's Christmas Day.
Yes, exactly. Of course.
Because obviously it's only the servants and
I
the,
know. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it was the servants' day for their Christmas. Yeah, I'm glad you
yeah,
reminded me of that. Oh, yeah. I'll tell everyone. Be like, happy servants Christmas.
yeah. Happy pauper's Christmas Day.
Yes, yes, yes.
They're really like, "Who? What do you mean?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, I guess I will see you in
Mm.
a couple weeks then. I'll see you
Yes.
next year. We get to start saying that to people.
Yeah, I've done that as well. Well, Merry Christmas to you,
Yes.
and
Merry
to
Christmas.
Mumsy and Dadsy,
Yes.
and obviously to Piper,
Yes. Merry Christmas to
and
you
I guess
and
to
your whole
Ellie and
and your family and everyone who's coming over that you're feeding.
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so 26 is Boxing Day, Friday. The
Yes.
second is the day after, so you haven't just got back.
Yes.
So I'm assuming
We're
tea
doing
time resumes on the
the
9th.
9th. Yes, that's what we're looking at. Yep.
Okay.
January 9th.
Um, I have scanned in the morning, so theoretically it's booked in. Um, yeah, because somebody after that one, not at 7 o'clock, at 7:30,
Hmm.
someone's given me a quick follow-up call. So
Oh,
if
okay.
we run over, we got 30-minute gap anyhow.
Right.
Um, but I had to reschedule with the guy. I said, yeah, you shouldn't have been able to book on the 26th for an appointment. So he booked for the 26th, like assuming I was like,
Gotcha.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, oh, don't you know it's Boxing Day?
I almost felt like it's bloody Boxing Day. What the hell are you trying to do? No, we got the Spritz. I thought, no.
Right.
I just told him because I created a new link and I just had
Yeah.
blocked out of the
Oh,
calendar
okay.
for it. So I
Gotcha.
could see why. And I just hadn't blocked it out on the on that particular link I had on the other ones.
Right,
My
right,
apologies.
right,
Try,
right.
try somewhere in the new year, and it was like, oh, in that case, you picked the ninth. That
Yeah, like
basically,
much better.
yeah, because Monday's pretty much now full. Tuesday, I got three hospital appointments that week.
Oh
One
my
on
goodness.
Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Friday.
What
Um, yeah,
are these? What, just checkup things? Are we worried?
scans and
Scans? Okay.
all scans. It's all, let's go and check because we're not happy with the result of this one.
Okay,
So
okay. So we're checking. Okay. Further
it's
checking.
all further checking. Yeah,
Yeah.
a deeper delve. We're gonna go inside and have a look
Right,
what's going
right.
on.
How exciting. I'm sure
Yeah,
that's what you want
but
to do.
yes, well, that's gonna be my first week of, well,
Yeah. The first week of the
first,
new
second
year.
week of,
That's right.
yeah.
Get your health in order.
Exactly, yeah. Piper's, I'm assuming, going with you. So,
Yes. Yeah, yeah. So she'll be back on Christmas Eve. And then we'll do Christmas Eve over Eddie's with his family
hmm
and stuff, do all our gifts and stuff. And he's kind enough to
yeah.
take us to the airport on Christmas
Ah,
Day. Yeah.
nice. Okay. Yeah, I was going to wonder how this dynamic is now going to start working because it's technically three family factions merging,
Yeah, yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Right. It's still working. Yeah. We're still working.
Well, that I know,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
happy and bubbly, but I meant, you got Eddie and the family there connecting
Right,
with you, then
right.
you connecting with
Pipe.
David, isn't it?
Yeah, Dave.
And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dave.
yes,
And then
Dave
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Piper, and then it's you, and then going up to mum and dad sort
Yes.
of thing.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot, but it's still not as much as my sister-in-law that's up there. Uh
Mm.
she literally has, I think, like 10 different Christmases throughout the season to attend because everybody in their family kept getting married and divorced, married and divorced. And even if you were like step siblings for like a little bit, it's like your family
hmm
forever. So you
Yeah,
divorce spouses, not children.
not
That's
children.
that's the family motto,
hmm
which is nice. That's a nice motto, right? But then it ends up being two
Yeah.
Christmases.
Yeah, I can see by maybe Christmas 6, please, no more turkey or
Yeah.
whatever it
Oh,
is,
right, right. Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah. That's
Thanksgiving. What
what.
about Thanksgiving? It's like, no, we're not doing.
Yeah, I don't think they do. I don't think they do it up on Thanksgiving. I don't think everybody's. Yeah, like it's mainly
Yeah.
Christmas is the thing. Yeah, that they all are.
So what would be a Christmas dinner? I know you got to go, but
Oh,
what's
that's
what's
okay.
Christmas dinner? What's Christmas dinner?
Uh,
Basically,
and just like a general, like American Christmas dinner.
yeah. Mm,
Yeah. So most people, so I feel like a Christmas ham is sort of the normal thing, but it's also like
mm,
turkey is almost just as normal now, I feel like for Christmas.
okay.
If people
hmm
aren't tired of it from Thanksgiving and or if they don't like ham and they just want more turkey.
Right.
But and it depends on what region. So I'm just gonna speak for Indiana. So in Indiana, what
hmm
a Christmas dinner would be ham
hmm
and
Hot or
uh
cold?
hot hot ham.
Okay.
Yes.
hmm
Um the let's see, dinner rolls, um like mashed potatoes, and what
hmm
makes it Indiana is we make noodles, like turkey and noodles, that go on top of your mashed potatoes. They're like homemade
Noodles
noodles,
like,
not like
s-
Italian noodles, like
okay.
I don't know, like homemade, I don't know, it's like flour and I don't know what else you make it. But
Ah, oh, I know what I was going to ask you
yeah,
about
but
the thing. So if you can hold your
yes, sure,
thought.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Remember we talked about the suet.
Yes. Yeah.
So do you know what dumplings are?
Yes. I know what
Okay.
American dumplings are, like the fat noodle.
Okay. Maybe that's why this is where it might be
Okay, okay,
related.
okay.
So a dumpling for us in England, if you have a casserole or a stew, you
Right.
mix flour and the suet together with a
Hmm.
bit of water, and then you roll it into like a little ball about so
Right,
big, like a golf
right.
ball. And when you've got the stock of the stew, you throw it in there, and then it cooks and it inflates like a fluffy pillow.
Okay, so our version of that is that we will take that little ball basically and smash
Mm.
it. So you got a bunch of like fat noodle things. Like if you go to
Uh-huh.
Cracker Barrel, that's where you'll get like the best idea of like chicken and dumplings. And it's just like these
Mm.
really fat, like floury noodles. My mom
Mm.
makes skinnier ones, so she makes little thin noodles, but it's
Mm.
like the same kind of floury, like yeah, not I don't know what you make Italian noodles out of, but I'm just saying like it's
Mm.
not
Basically flour and egg yolk, I think.
okay, so there must not be that much egg yolk or something. It's a
Yeah.
different taste. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you have that on there and then probably like green beans or something.
Mm.
Um we never did like the whole green bean casserole, but I know that's like a very
Mm.
popular American thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
No roast
everything.
potatoes then.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't
sorry,
do many
mashed
roast.
potatoes was first. Mashed
No,
potatoes, roast
roasted.
potatoes. No, 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 they are mashed.
Yeah. See,
Mash
that's
them up.
the big difference I've noticed between, let's say, American dinners and
Yeah,
English dinners. Even on the Sunday, it's a
yeah.
roast meat and roast potatoes,
Oh, right, right. And yeah, we like to
and
mash.
you just mash everything.
Yeah, yeah, we like that. Yeah, we like mushy foods. We like macaroni and cheese. We like mashed potatoes. We like stuff,
Well, you
stuff
know
that's
why that is, don't you? I'll do it in colors for you. Look at
easier
that.
to eat.
Here's my knife. Here's my fork. Let me cut my potato and
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. We're like, all right, then let's just use one utensil for everything.
yeah. So I don't know how to cut it. It's already cut for me in a
Yeah, yeah,
puree
yeah.
fashion.
That's really funny. Yep. Fair
Sorry.
point. That's right. That's a fair point. Okay, well, I'll let you go, but it was
Hmm.
lovely chatting with you and
Yeah.
fun. It was a fun topic today. So good
Yeah.
job.
I thought as it's Christmas, at least we can talk a little
Yes,
bit about
we talk.
something a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
different, which is
Christmas. Yeah,
different.
yeah. And especially, yeah, since, you're British and I'm an Anglophile, sort of representing Americans. So,
Yeah, and I've lived in America. We're kind of like a hybrid of
right,
both
right.
cultures, aren't we, really?
Yeah, yeah. Plus you get Brazil, so you have like a third culture like mixed in.
Mm. Yeah, which I
Yeah,
add in just for information
just
purposes
for fun.
only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, but it's a good dynamic, isn't
It
it,
is
really?
fun. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Fun.
Yeah.
Well, have
Well,
a
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Happy New
Christmas,
Year.
Happy New Year, and I will see you next year.
See you next year at the same time.
Thank you.